is the holidays. You're sitting in front of a huge buffet of food. You're at a holiday party, a work holiday party, it doesn't matter. You just know there's a massive buffet of food in front of you, and it includes everything from chicken all the way down to pastries, chocolate cake, and my God, so much more. What do you do during that time? Do you sit there and pig out? Or do you know how to modify yourself so that you don't end up in a situation where you go home and you are full from all the food because you feel as if you need to try everything on the menu? Look, I've been there, okay? I've sat in front of those buffets. I've eaten my way through them, and I feel like absolute dog shit afterwards. So that's why I'm doing this video, is because I know how you're gonna feel after the fact. And chances are during the holidays, you're gonna attend somewhere between at least one and maybe a half a dozen or more holiday parties. And that's a lot of parties to be able to put down that kind of food. So having a plan, and I always talk about this, being prepped in advance and having a plan in place so that that doesn't happen is extremely important. What you're really talking about here is putting your mindset in check so that when you get in there, you already know what you're gonna do, okay? Here's what you end up doing. You get in front of that big buffet of food. Sure, look, you wanna try everything. It comes down to portions. I'm gonna break this down so simply for you. It's still down to portion sizes. Everything in this country is so huge, the plates are massive, okay? We don't need that much food at one whack. We just don't. So get a little bit of somewhat of everything, and then go sit down, start eating. Now here's what I want you to really focus in on. About halfway through that plate, stop. And there's a reason for you to stop, because your brain hasn't caught up to tell its gut that you're full. So giving yourself just a little bit of time, a few extra minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes to restart eating will let you know, your body will let you know if you've already at a point where you've had too much. Because you don't want to get to the point where you've had too much and be like, oh my God, I've had too much. No, you want to be able to say, okay, I'm giving myself a little bit. No, I can handle a little bit more. Okay. And then you'll know, you'll be able to gauge how much more food you can have during that time. It's all about being intuitive. And being intuitive means you have to stop and listen. It's a lot of what we don't do with our body. And when it comes to nutrition, we're not listening to what we should be doing and what types of foods we should be eating and what's good for us versus what's not good for us. So make sure, again, you're in front of a big buffet. Take a plate, put little portions on it, and go sit down, eat half the plate, take a 10 to 15 minute break, see how you're feeling, and then start back up.